Welcome again to my video on authoritative parenting, and I'm so excited to talk about this very parenting style because it's actually one of the best. I mean, it's just good for you and it can work for any child, no matter the temperament. Although later I'm going to still speak about temperament and your parenting style. But for today I just want to talk about authoritative parenting, and I'm not going to do definition. Parenting is not about definition. I'm not defining anything. I want to give you the strategies that will make you to know the kind of parenting style that is called authoritative. And I want to tell you this, that style is just perfect if you can use it very well and if you can mix it too. Yes, and it's actually the one for the Gen Z. This generation Z, or the alpha generation, they need this very parenting style, authoritative, because they are the ones that will always come and ask you why. They are more intuitive. They are very bold to ask you and try you. So you need this very one. So first thing first, know how to set boundaries when you are using authoritative parenting. You must just have that skill of setting boundaries, and this of course starts from childhood, or let me say infancy. Right from when you are breastfeeding that baby, there are boundaries. There's a way you are going to do that. Your child will know that yes, my mom doesn't like this. Right from when you are breastfeeding. So you set boundaries. Now, how do you go about setting boundaries? Your setting boundaries can actually be age appropriate. So by the time, let's talk about a child of 6 to 9. Now you can always say no dragging of face, no pulling of hair. So, and it's for the safety of that child actually. So you and when you're doing this, you actually, when the child is pulling the hair, you touch the hand and you bring it down. No dragging of hair, no pulling of face, because you don't want nails and everything around your baby's face and like that. So you emphasize it, and you emphasizing it, you make sure you place emphasis on the word drag and pull. No pulling of your hair, no dragging. You're setting the boundaries. And so when you do that consistently, your child gets used to that and understands your voice and will always relate with what you're saying. Now when you come to age 10, 11, 12, you start using the word I. Please, you just need to, when you're communicating using boundaries, you need to use I. I expect you. Now you're setting expectation at this level. I expect you to pack your toys when you finish playing. I expect you to wake up in the morning and lay your bed well. So, but this has to be emphasized. I expect, expectation, and now that helps your child to feel secure, like it already knows what you want. So security comes in, and then your child tries as much as possible to do it that way. If that child makes mistake, when you come back again and say I expect you, your word will keep ringing in the mind of your child. Mom expects me to do this. So, but when you go, although we are going to come to communication, please, when you are setting boundaries, you don't just say it anyhow. Oh, don't do this. Oh, don't do that. No. If you say it well and communicate it well, the child will understand what you're talking about. The use of I as a form of expectation is okay for all other ages. Right from 9, 10 to 18, if your child is not doing it the way you want, tell I expect this, and the child goes by that. So next strategy that I don't want to toy with or play with is this issue of communication. Communication is very important in any form of relationship, be it a relationship between your child and you, or family, anyway, even in organization. When we get communication wrong, that relationship is done for. And that's the same way it is even with your child at home or with your children at home. So when we talk about communication, please parent, please, this communication, I'm so passionate about it. A lot of us don't communicate with our children in the right way. So when you talk about authoritative parenting and you're talking about communication, you may actually be thinking like, oh, the communication is the parent being very authoritative and they're shouting. No, it's just even the opposite. You must find a way of communicating in a way that your child will really understand you. And then communication is actually two ways, because you may be free, because most parents do, like I've discovered, you talk on your child, you keep talking. Your own communication is just one way. Oh, you did this. Oh, you have to do that. And then there's no opportunity for your child to say something. So under this authoritative parenting, there's room for your child to also say his or her mind. It's an open form of communication, an open way of both sides. You reason along, you listen. You talk, but you listen. But this issue of listen, I've had so many children saying, my mom did not listen to me. I've had it many times. And even do you know it even happens in the classroom where teachers don't even listen to children? Like, so can I explain? Oh no, you just pour out what you feel. In authoritative parenting, though you know what you want to do, you want to hear your child's own view. When you hear that view, then you'll be able to decide on what to do. Please, parents, give your children room to also talk. Then learn to listen, because you also want them to listen to you. You should also, it's a two-way thing. You listen and listen. But when you feel that child is too small and so on, you are killing the child little by little. You are killing the ability of the child to even talk. Sometimes when you do this and you just talk on your child and don't give your child the room to talk, and you don't give your child the room to listen, to open his or her mind, at the end of the day, you may even later create a child that is very shy, cannot talk, and is withdrawn and all that. That's the repercussion. That's actually the end result of not allowing your child. In fact, we even ask them prompting questions to hear from them. Sometimes you may have a very a melancholic child, not very interactive, but they are beautiful beings. So, but there's a way you are going to communicate with that child that the child will be able to talk. You ask prompting questions. Oh, how do you feel this morning? How are you doing? How was school? That is what we're talking about. And even to your infant, you talk to your infant. Are you okay? Are you filled up? You talk. Sometimes parents believe that their children are not hearing what they're saying, but I want to tell you, they are hearing you. Even the ones that cannot respond.